dispuestos, estamos puestos a defender lo poco que tenemos de ese comunismo descompuesto y por supuesto lleno de falacias y falsos conceptos. Directo a pecho voy a contrarrestar, no me voy a callar aunque tus opresores me vengan a buscar. Pues de mi cuerpo es cancelar, mi derecho es mutilar, nuestras ganas de ser libre no la puede arrestar. Bien recuerdo ese poeta que su vida entregó el 25 de mayo del 72, sentenciado a 10 años de prisión. Y te dolió que nunca se dobló. Deja la bobería, pon tus neuronas a correr. Tú piensas que con patria o muerte tú puedes vencer. Tú crees que vas bien con las doctrinas de Fidel, que en su conciencia pesa la injusticia de Boitel. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mi, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. No me hables de tu historia que no es tan inocente, y le diste paredón a todo aquel que pensaba diferente. Quiero ver a mi gente expresarse libremente, y seguiré siendo cubano aunque en mi tierra no me encuentre. Yo voy a seguir haciendo rap consciente, contestatario, aunque tú digas lo contrario, que soy un vende patria mercenario. No hace falta financiarme para ser tu adversario. Yo lucho por una patria consentida, mientras tú defiendes una consigna genocida. Yo muestro la verdad mientras tú enseñas la mentira. No difames de mis héroes si los tuyos son espías. Delante de las cámaras ustedes se ponen máscaras, se comen las frutas y al pueblo le dan las cáscaras. Tú te sientes fresa mientras progresa la pobreza y mantener a tu gobierno a costa de nuestras remesas. ¿Y quién te dijo a ti lo que prometió Martí? ¿Y quién te dijo a ti que Fidel te lo cumplió? Yo, fucking comandante líder de papel maché. ¿Y quién te dijo a ti que seremos como el Che? Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva. Plantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Plantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Plantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. Lo que queremos es vida. Patrón, muerte mis cojones.
Hello. Hello. Ay, how you guys doing? Lo dicho, hoy jueves empezamos con la directa en inglés los jueves. Um, Today is the first one that we're gonna do in English. Don't start complaining about it. Don't start, bitching about it. This kind of program is gonna be just for English speaking people. So if you have any friends, if you have any family members that only speak English, and you want to, tell them the truth about Cuba, let me do it for you. I'm going to doing that job for you. We have to tell the American people reality about Cuba. We have to tell them that what Cuba is saying, in Google, that they have the best hotels, they have the best beaches, everything is fine, everything is cool. Come to us, bring your money to us. We have to tell them exactly what they're paying for. What is their money being using for? So, since not every Cuban American, not everyone that watch this kind of program, you know, is bilingual. So I'm gonna be doing that kind of job for you. Just share, leave a like, dislike, whatever you want, do something, but doing nothing is not an option. As Cuban Americans, we have a lot to say. We have a lot to say, especially with this big liar that is living in the United States, is a citizen of the United States, and is been playing with the people from the United States. We're talking about the teacher that doesn't teach, the teacher that manipulates your kids, your family, and every value that you have in the American people. Is the teacher named Carlos Lasso from Bridge of Anything But Love. It's not love at all. This Carlos Lasso, just give me a minute. We have a production that doesn't speak English, so it's kind of hard, but anyway, you should be. There we go. This is the teacher that I'm talking about. The teacher that what exactly does he teach? He's a Cuban American. He's a veteran from the army. He's been manipulating everybody in the United States, asking for donations to bring milk, money to the dictators that are in Cuba, the Castro Canel dictatorship. How you can see in this picture I'm showing right now, this guy right here, give me a minute, deja la foto que estaba, deja la que estaba. There we go. Deja esa. There we go, there you go. This guy right here is in the airport, poor, sad. Oh my God, I'm trying to bring this milk to Cuba children that because the embargo the United States have in Cuba, they are not able to drink milk, which is a huge lie. At the end, all these items that he's taking to Cuba with your money, America, you're giving donations because he's playing with your heart, with your feelings, with the values that you have as a family. Americans put family first. The dictators put families, Cuban children last. This guy is playing a game. Exactly, he's a traitor to the Cuban people. All this milk that you can see in these pictures that he posted this picture himself. It ends up in something that is called MLC shops. Let me tell you about the MLC shops. All these stores selling what the Cuban people need: food, medicine, clothes, you know, um, cleaning, access, items, whatever you need on your daily basic, they sell it, but not in Cuban pesos, but in dollars and euros. Nobody in Cuba made that money on their salary. They don't have a way to make that money on their regular salary, on their regular jobs. All what they make is Cuban peso, but they don't sell these items in that kind of money. After this guy right here, this teacher, remember this teacher, Carlos Lazo, that doesn't teach. He don't teach at all. Nothing at all. All what he's doing is manipulating you kids to go to Cuba. Let's go see Cuba firsthand. Let's see how happy are the Cubans people. But let me show you who he's friend with. Let me show you who he's friend with. Ponme la otra foto con Diaz Canel. There we go. That is the president that is not president because nobody elect him. That guy right there is the non-elect president Miguel Diaz Canel. This guy, what can I tell you about this guy? This guy came out of nowhere. Déjalo en Canel. Out of nowhere. Canel. There we go. Out of nowhere, one day he was appointed by Raúl Castro to be the president, and that's it. Nobody, in Cuba, there's not free elections since 1950. I don't know, over 70 years. Cuba hasn't elect a president. Cuba hasn't elect a Congress. And Cuba hasn't made a vote in their life. Whatever they live in is what is was appointed by somebody else, the Castros. This guy, this teacher, look at him right there. That he feels so sad because of the kids, because of the family, and because of the embargo that United States has, to Cuba since 1962 or 63, one of those 2 years. This guy is very close friend with this dictator, right there. How come? That doesn't make any sense, right? Because you cannot be friends, you cannot be in touch, you cannot bring food, money, and everything they need to a dictator that has Cuban children in jail, that have women in jail, that's been killing his own people. Well, this teacher, Carlos Lasso, is doing it in front of everybody's eyes. But he's not done, he's not just doing that. No. Every Sunday, he's doing these rallies around United States where he gets, around with 3 or 4 people, unfortunately, with 3 or 4 people asking for your help, for your support. So you can keep giving your money to this guy who is clearly a traitor, not just to the Cuban people, but to the American as well. America is a land based on rights, is based on freedom, and that's what he's using in his favor. He's using what this land is built, you know, for to bring money and goods to a dictatorship like Canel, right there. Let me show you the airplane, and everything he's doing to bring these goods. This clown is an opportunity. Yes, it is. El avión. This is not chartered at all. Yes. So today, in about like 20 minutes, we're gonna have. I got you. We're gonna have somebody from Cuba telling you in English, obviously. Yeah, that one. There we go. When all these donations arrive to Cuba, there's a whole party put together. Oh my God, it's so good. The people from the United States that they want to end the embargo to Cuba because we are dying over here. Blah blah blah. It's just a game. It's just a game. A dictator will not, leave freely and happily. Like I'm done here. I'm done screwing your life. That is not gonna happen. A dictator is gonna be there till the end. That's why they putting people in jail. A 16-year-old in jail, charged with the craziest thing ever, just for chanting freedom on July 11th. And this guy, Carlos Lasso, is part of that. He supports that. But whenever he comes to you here in America, he goes to your good part, to the family, the kids, they're happy. The Cuba is dying because of United States. When in reality, Cuba is surviving thanks to United States. Because there's an embargo that does not prohibit from Cubans to buy food and medicine, but they're also buying police uniforms, anything and everything they need to do their repression to the Cuban people. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What this guy is doing. But let me show you when he was found. When he found this breach of love, which is breach of lies, because you cannot keep lying to American people in front of Cuban Americans like myself. Um, we do nothing. We just, we don't pay attention to you, but you're getting bigger and bigger every time, and you are manipulating a lot of people when you are at the level of the dictatorship. So this has to end. All of this has to end. This guy either go to the White House to talk to Joe Biden. I mean, let's go, Brandon, because it doesn't make any sense. To talk to Biden to ask for remove the embargo. Just remove the embargo to Cuban because he's killing the people. No, it's not. Not it's not. It's putting pressure on the dictatorship. The regular people, the Cubans, they do not have milk, and it's not because of the embargo. It's because of the Castros. They don't have freedom. It has nothing to do with embargo. It has to do with the Castros. We have kids in jail, 14 kids in jail, facing 20 and 23 years, even 27 years in jail because they went out. They had the courage to go out on July 11 and ask for freedom. We want to change. We need to change this country. That has nothing to do with embargo. Every human being has the right to assembly. Cubans do not. And the world is being turning their back to Cubans for the longest. It has been 63 years that Cubans people are suffering this in front of everybody. And nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to pay attention to even look to what Cubans are suffering. Then you have this guy that is not a teacher, that is a piece of something, manipulating everybody and just giving, like a fresh start to a dictatorship. And last time I checked, a dictator is a dictator, is a terrorist, is a murderer, is killing, is not playing. We human beings. In case that nobody remembers, Cubans are human beings as well. This guy, ponme los números, Lilian. Yeah, he does work for the Cuban dictatorship. This guy found this company, Breach of Love, right here, back on November 20 of 2020. It's a non-profit, but everything he's doing is making a profit for the dictatorship. So no, we do not agree with this breach of lies. We do not support, and we always be against to whoever support and also bring, more money to a dictator that's been killing Cubans since 1959, the Castros. This guy, Carlos Lasso, is not something that you can be, you know, not paying attention to. Because he does goes to the White House and he sits with Biden. But President Biden do not sit with the other side, with the other Cubans that have a lot to say that also have the truth. Because how come he took 12 tons of milk to Cuba and end up in shops where they were sell for $159 the box. That box that you saw right there. $159. You know how much a regular Cuban made in a month? You want to know how much? It's nothing over $50. And I'm talking about a doctor here. You know the housekeeper, the one that cleans, that lady that have 3 kids, she only make like what? 10? How you gonna sell her kids milk in $159? How's she gonna pay for it? But this guy right here is telling you that this is breach of love. What love? Where's the love? Where's the love? Who is giving this guy money to go to the White House, to go across the country, to do these rallies? Where he's getting that money from? From you, and also from the dictators. Because believe it or not, the Castro Canel dictatorship has people here. They are here. I don't know if you remember the 5 guys that were charged and sentenced, and there was an exchange when Obama administration that nobody understood what the hell is going on. Yes, but there are more. There are more people like him in here. So it's all about politics and what is right and when you're gonna vote for me. But in the meantime, we're talking about human beings that nobody cares about. So if United States is based on rights and freedoms and responsibilities, where's Joe Biden's responsibility with the Cuban people? Where's Joe's Biden responsibility with the Cubans? Where is it? We don't want to breach with a dictator. No, we do not want that. We don't want to bring goods to a dictator that is going to sell it. You're going to donate it, but they're going to sell it to the people. To people that doesn't have that money, that is going to ask the families in other countries to pay for it. So no, we don't need an embargo for Cuba, let me tell you. We need a blockade. We need to block everything. Absolutely everything. But Biden was the vice president when President Obama went to Cuba to play with a dictator. We saw that. We saw it if it was in front of all of us. This guy is doing the same thing. The only difference is that he's Cuban, but he's a traitor. And who is a traitor in every side. He was in the army. Did you know what he's telling the Castro about the army of the United States? Do you know what kind of secret he can be selling to the dictatorship? Do you even realize that you have an island 90 miles in front of you that now is playing with the Russians? So the time to do something is now. We have over 900 political prisoners in Cuba right now, rooting in jail. We have 14 children between the age 16 and 18. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to let this guy telling, keep spreading these lies and lies all over the place? It's time to put this in stop because communism, socialism, it doesn't end up in Cuba. No, the Castros are the big cancer, but it's spread out. Yes, it does. Because there are people that whenever they get to the power, they don't want to leave. And all they want is power and money and be there forever and ever, promising things that they will never achieve, like Venezuela, Nicaragua. It's time once and for all, that United States stand with Cubans and we end all this breach of lies. Because this is what happened on July 11, Julio 11, Julio 11. This is what happened on July 11. This is what Cubans were chanting. Yes, Sissy. Cubans are begging for freedom. Americans, please help us. Yes, exactly. That's why we keep saying, well, and by we, I mean me, let's go, Brandon. I don't believe you. I never did. Since you were the vice president for 8 years and you did nothing for Cubans. President Obama went there, sit there, saw the game playing. Give me the list of political prisoners. Today we have 600 more than when you went back in 2008. And since we are citizens too of this country, we have the right to ask and demand non embargo, a blockage, completely, 100%. No, even we cannot be able to call Cuba because everything belongs to them, to the military. Everything, absolutely everything, belongs to them. How you keep giving money that is being used, that has been used? Lillian, what the hell is that? Give me a second. Lillian, quita la pantalla. Lillian, there we go. ¿Entendiste? This is what Cubans do. We do what we love. We don't have experience. but we do it. Because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it? Breach of lies, breach of lies. La novela, sí se puso a ver la novela. Just 1 second. Then we're gonna have Siley from Cuba. Lilian, el video, mami, de Julio. Espérate. Give me 1 second. Oh, really? Okay. Hi to everybody in Twitter. Hi to everybody. Thanks for everybody that is here today. Give me 1 second. We're having some issues here. Lilia, ¿qué pasó?
Que se bloqueó.
No, y tú estás frisada. Tú estás frisada, espérate. Ah, yo lo busco aquí. Espérate. Espérate, I got it. Just 1 second. Oh my goodness. There we go. Frozen, let it go? Yeah, you know it happens. Don't be mean. Without the on top. There we go. You see? It's not a big deal. There you go. There you go. So this is what happened on July 11th. Pacific. You see? Nobody's hitting nobody until police arrived. That was the people on the streets. There we go. That's what happened. Don't let nobody manipulate you and lie to you. Can you tell me why today those people has been sentenced to 27 years in jail? Hmm. Yeah, that happened in Cuba. It's happening right now. It's not a movie. It's not like, gossip from mouth to mouth. No, that's reality. That is what is happening to Cubans right now. Just yesterday, we had a woman, Siley, who was asked to go to a police station. You know how long she was there? 12 hours. Lillian, what? Lillian, stop clicking. Stop clicking. No clique más nada. And it's happening today. Yeah. Today we still have like more trials, but it's not even a trial. They're already sentenced. They're guilty. In Cuba, you're not guilty. You're not innocent until proven otherwise. You're guilty. That's it. Period. It doesn't matter if you have a lawyer. It doesn't matter nothing. If you stand up and you say, "I want to change in Cuba. I want a change in the government. I want to change." Change is illegal. Thinking is illegal. Talking is illegal. Everything is illegal. Whenever you see um a regular Cuban just go to the wall and say I want to change. That is 10 years in jail. And this guy is telling you that we need to support a dictatorship, that we need to bring food because the embargo. Really? How does the embargo sentence somebody to 27 years for saying I want freedom? I mean, who does these things? That is what is happening in Cuba today. That is what is happening to Cubans now. It's not a game. It's not even funny. We have Taimir, a woman. Let me tell you her story. She has a friend who's selling. He was selling, small plants, like small plants, because they have a lot of inspectors and people checking you out. And people, I mean, the government is spread out everywhere. That's why it's a dictatorship. It's like everybody's watching everybody all the time. They were handing like a ticket. They complain about it. Like, what's the ticket for? I'm trying to make some money here to buy food. They were sentenced to 3, 4, and 6 years in jail for complaining. That woman now is receiving threat in prison that they're gonna kill her if she needs medicine. They don't give it to her. They don't call the doctor for her. They don't do nothing for her. And do you think it's just her? We wish, but no. It's over 900 people, including kids. Yep, yep. 16 years old in jail for saying freedom. We want freedom. A 16-year-old Cuban already know that they need freedom. That something has to happen to have a change. And Bridges lies is helping the dictators. The teacher that doesn't teach, like I told you in the beginning, the teacher that doesn't teach is manipulating everybody just to help a dictatorship over its own people. That's the kind of human being this Carlos Lasso is. He's a piece of shit. In very good English, he's a piece of shit. Because whoever betrays his own people is just that shit. And that's the guy that we have walking around asking for donation like he's doing the greatest thing in history. And he's betraying his own people to help the dictator. That makes no sense. That made no sense. That is irrational, but it's the truth. We we use his own pictures, his own post. But we Cubans, we know the truth. I mean, he can lie to you. He can, you know, try to get to you, Americans, but not to us, because we know the truth. We came to this land for freedom. We escape somehow the dictatorship, because otherwise we will be in jail as well. And he was in the army here, and now his friend with them. Lilian, ponme la última foto. And now we're gonna have Siley from Cuba after this picture. Exactly. No more repression. No more dictatorship. This is the kind of repression I'm talking about. Look, this is the government people. They have, wood sticks. That is wood sticks. This is the people that tells you to Cuba pull love. We want love. The one that this guy is telling you, bridge of love. It's all about love. So why they have the wood sticks on the hands? Can you imagine what is that for? Because they use it. It's not just a photo, they use it. They whoop Cubans. And by Cubans, I mean everybody. Woman, kids, whoever, doesn't matter. Because all the defense, is socialism. That's it. Even, do you know they put that in the Constitution? Just, I mean, that's it. That I promise you. I'm gonna finish it with this. They put that in a Constitution. In 2019, 18, they vote. Nobody vote. Nobody has vote in Cuba for over 70 years. A new Constitution. Let me tell you this. Just let me say it slow, because I know it's gonna be hard to believe, but this is the truth. They put the party, you know, the Communist Party. It says that in the Constitution. The Communist Party is over the Constitution itself, and everybody's right. Let's say, let's say that we're gonna put Republicans. We're gonna do another amendment. The 28. We're gonna do another amendment to the American Constitution, and we're gonna put Republicans Party over every single right that you have in your Constitution. Just think about that. Give a minute and think about that. How in the hell that's possible? That happens 90 miles across the United States. That happens in Cuba. So whatever you do, even a sneeze, whatever you do is illegal. Whenever you say like, "Oh shit, I want to change in this country," I mean, we need a change. We have been living in the socialism for 63 years, and nothing it gets better, it gets worse. I have less rights. That by the time they started this revolution, my times has been, my rights is not existent. Déjame esa. Not existent. Now I can go to jail just for saying this thing I'm saying, 4 to 10 years, and I don't even have a constitution that support me. You know why? Because they put the Communist Party, you know, above every human being in Cuba. If we do that here, there would be the biggest chaos you will ever see. You know, either Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. Any party over everybody's rights. That is happening 90 miles across the street. And this guy right here, look at him with the dictator, the Canel, the dictator's wife, Liz Cuesta. She's doing just a party, San Remo festival. She's bringing international artists to sing to her. Yeah, they're spending all that money, but then they're crying. In the other hand, because they have an embargo. Do not play this game. Do not play this game, America, and support Cubans. Do not travel to Cuba. Do not go to their hotels. Do not donate to this guy. Don't do it. Because your money, what it's doing, is buying repression to Cubans, to innocent people. That's what you're paying. That's the end. The end route of your money with Cubans. Think about it. And let me bring you from Cuba. Siley. She's in Cuba. She can tell you it is. They're going they're going to end. Yeah. Well, she was outside the police station waiting for a guy that because of this program today, she was taken to it. the police station for 12 hours. It is a great idea. Maiden, what's up? Well, hold on. Like I say, she's in Cuba. Yeah, there's no more excuses. No more excuses. Cubans are dying. Our kids are dying. We have 14 children in jail. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah. Well, probably. I don't know. I don't know if they took her in or what. Because it happens. Okay. Well, she's in Cuba, like I say. She's in Cuba. I'm trying to communicate with her, but I don't know what happened because everything in Cuba changed every second. Everything changed in a minute. Yeah. As right now, we have 843 political prisoners in Cuba. 843. Out of those 843, 14 are children between the age 16 and 20. They are facing 20, 25, and even one, Roland, is facing 27, 23 years in jail. Freedom. Yeah, she was released. She's not answering because I was talking to her, before the program. She was answering. Now I don't know what happened, but well, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. No more political prisoners in Cuba, right? No more communism in Cuba. No more. During this process that we had on July 11, they killed one guy. They killed one guy. He was just, he was specific. He wasn't doing anything, and he was killed. Is the police, the police officer that killed him in jail? No, hell no. He's walking free, harassing, repressing somebody else. Because they have, the freedom to do whatever they want. There's no law, there's no constitution, there's nobody to protect the given people from these people. Nobody. And all we ask is for you, American people, not to travel to Cuba, not to donate to Carlos Lazo's breach of lies, just breach of lies. Not to send your kids to, in his class to learn what? Communism? To bring the socialism here? That we already see, some lashes? Like, what the hell is going on here? Do not play that game. It's dangerous. Because once you lose your rights, that's it. Game over. Cuba is one of the three countries uh, that help terrorism. There's only three countries. They are there in that list. How's this guy, go back and forth to Cuba, a country that participate and help and assist terrorism. But you also know they claim, the dictators, obviously, that everybody else is a terrorism. This is a terrorist. That one is a terrorist. Whoever say freedom, terrorist. We have a guy named Luis Roble. that he had a sign, you know, piece of paper on his hand that says freedom. He has been over a year in jail for holding a sign. He didn't even had a rock on his hand. You know that? Uh-huh. You know, whenever, the tourists go to Cuba, unfortunately, they don't go because Cuba is like whenever you go to Cuba, it's like you go back to 1959. It's like time stop. Nothing move. Everything is old. And even if if you talk too loud, a building can come down. It happens. It killed 3 girls. Yeah, it did. It happens. But most of the tourists go because of the pedophile. If you're a tourist, it doesn't matter. You can be with a 15, 14, 13 years old and nothing happens. Just imagine that 13, 14 girl or boy is your son or your daughter. And it's being touched by a 75-year-old that is paying $100 or something like that. I know it's kind of hard to digest what I'm saying, but that is the truth. That's what we, you know, put out there every single day. That's why we made all these programs, and that's why we say silence is nowhere to be found. That's what we're saying. That's why we do these kind of things. This program telling the truth, even though. Oh, there you go. There you go. We have Siley. We have Siley in the house.
Hello, hello. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing great. I've been talking for 45 minutes doing time.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So he was free,
Yes,
Pedro?
he's free. He's finally free. So he was an appointment with the political police, actually with the police today in this police station. And he Okay. So he was supposed that he has to be there from 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they take him to inside the station like at 10:40, and he was there until 1 o'clock and something. I'm sorry, and I was there because he was very solidary with me yesterday, so I had to be there,
Yeah.
and also because he's my friend.
And he's a Cuban in help.
I
Whenever there's a
cannot
Cuban
hear
in help,
you right now. I
you
don't know
cannot hear me,
why.
but I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I will do something. I will be out for one moment. I will take
Um,
the AirPods and I will be hearing
okay.
you
All right.
one
We'll
moment.
be right here. There you go. Wonderful. Woo. Okay, just give it a minute because this is what happened with Cuba. They take you money, and internet is in the dial-up ages. But she gonna tell you from Cuba what's going on. As a regular Cuban, that's it. Just as a regular Cuban, that it happens that she speak English. That's the whole point. Because right now she's in Cuba. She lives there. So you don't hear just from me. You hear from Cuban too. Well, I'm trying my best, Santiaguera. Ika, behave. I'm trying my best. There is she.
Okay,
Now?
I'm here again. Yes, I hear
Okay,
you
there we go.
perfectly.
All right. So why was Pedro sent to this police station? Why? I mean,
So yesterday, and I had an appointment to be there. I had to declare about. It was supposed that it was about a crime that I made, economic crime. You know, one something that the police invented to me. So I had to be there. And once I get inside this, are like a little rooms where they make you questions and all this. So they decided that they will be. So I will be there until they invented something to take me to jail. So was what they were doing yesterday. So I was there 11 hours in the police station, and Pedro was with me, so waiting for me in the outside of the station uh, all the time. Pedro and his family, and also my mother and other persons were there. The police, the political police here in Cuba, is very afraid of this union that the family of the political prisoners and the activists are doing in most of the places, and also in Santa Clara. So it's something that have been happening for the last months, specifically after Archipelago, because we realized, so the civil society realized that the topic of the political prisoners right now is like the main thing that we have to be concerned about that.
Let me ask you something.
Okay,
So
perfect.
whenever they come to you, or to Pedro, or to whoever that you know, with a citation, like you have to come to see me, right? Do you have the right to say why for? Explain why I have to go with you. I don't want to go. What is this for? Or do you have any rights, or you don't have rights at all?
So you can ask. I actually asked it 2 days ago when they bring me this notification,
Hmm.
and they say, "Okay, I will tell you when you go." The thing that you cannot do is don't go there. So you can do that, but now we have a new law of procedure for them. I don't know how to say this in English. So if we don't go there, they can come to our house and in the
And do
police
and
cars.
arrest you and
Yes,
take you to
exactly,
jail and
exactly.
do whatever they want.
You can ask, but they can answer however they want. So they can say, okay, if you don't, you have to come to us because you have to declare something. But actually, when you go there, they say, okay, but you are here for another reason, like they made me to me yesterday.
So they gave you a citation to talk about some crime that they
Okay,
make
yeah.
up that is not true. Because in Cuba, getting money by doing your own things is illegal, or they can declare that illegal. I mean, they change the law every time they want to.
I
Um,
cannot, I
you
can
cannot hear me?
hear you. I
No,
can hear you again. Just one moment,
back
I'm
and out,
sorry.
and
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. So basically, let me put everything on point in here. So you don't have rights, like I've been telling you for the past 30 minutes. You don't have any rights. Whenever they want, to see you in the police station, they can tell you it's because I'm gonna ask you for this, but then it's something totally different. It's about something else. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with, you know, your business or whatever. That is the keyword today. It's time to smoke. Let's smoke. Waiting for her. Hey, Julie, let me. Juan Luis Boni, behave. Behave. Don't be mean, bro. Don't be mean. There's no need for you to be mean. Damn.
Okay.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right. So,
when someone call me, I just stop to
y-
hear you.
okay. So whenever they make you go to the police station for one thing, but whenever you get there, it has nothing to do with the thing they say they call you for.
Yeah,
They just change
actually.
it to whatever, and
Yeah.
they can hold you there for how long? For how long you were there yesterday?
So I was there for 11 hours, but they can take you there. They can keep you there for right now for 24 hours. So this is the time period that they have to write, so to create some crime for you, to create something for you. So they are entitled to do this. So you can be there for 24 hours. It was actually where that what happened with the other activists from Monday, Carolina, Camila, and Daniela. They were there for 24 hours.
And they were just under interrogation the whole time. It
No,
was in a room asking, answering questions the whole time.
no. Actually, so they go there, they make the interrogation, and then they leave you alone. So it's some kind of torture. What they do with you is torture. So they leave you there alone. With you don't know anything, you don't know nothing, you don't even know why you are there. And it's some kind of torture, of
Let me
psychological
ask
torture.
you. Let me ask you a simple question. Whenever they keep you there for those long hours, do they feed you? They give you food? Do you
No,
eat?
No, I didn't eat. So they offer me lunch and they offer me dinner. And for lunch, I say no because I didn't realize that it was supposed that I had to be there for all this time. Then, like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they offer me water, and I accepted because I was thirsty.
Thirsty.
And then they offer me dinner, and I say no. When I go to the jail, I will get my dinner because it's a very tiny room. It's a very, very small room. It's very uncomfortable. You are in a small chair, in a plastic chair, and it's really, really uncomfortable. And you don't even have nothing in the front of you where you can have the food. And I say, okay, when I go to the jail, I will have dinner right now. So because I'm waiting, you told me that it was supposed that I had to go to the jail. Okay, it's perfect. Now I know my situation. I know where I'm going, and but I'm sorry. I'll be waiting for this,
Mhm.
and once I arrive there, I will have food.
Okay. Um, Let me ask you, Siley, how old are you?
30 years old,
30 years old.
almost
Do you,
31.
well, we're still a baby. Let me ask you this. Do you want or do you seek a change in Cuba? And if it's so, what kind of change you want to see?
So I do want to change. I actually believe that Cuba need a change
Mhm.
because our situation right now is terrible. Has been terrible for a long time. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how necessary was this change because actually I used to be comfortable with my own situation as an entrepreneur and as a business owner. I have nothing to hide about this, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say this because it was the same human rights violations that we have had here in Cuba. But after July 11th, when these human rights violations were like massive and it was closer of you, this human rights violation. So I realized that yes, in Cuba we do have a dictatorship, and we need to change. We need to change this. So I can see this change for Cuba. Actually, I can see this because the civil society is more and more and more. It's not blind anymore. It's not blind anymore about this. And even the people in the street, the people that used to believe in communism and socialism, and the people who had this ideology or were trying to keep this for a long time. This is people that is don't believe in this anymore, don't believe in it, and not because the human rights violation. So it's because the human rights violation, because the MLC stores here in Cuba
Mhm.
is a human
Mhm.
right violation
It
actually. And
is.
this is one, yes, and this is one of the main reasons that those people have lost no yes, have lost the faith in the socialism. But what the people feel is not what is happening with other people issues. So what the people feel is what is happening with his own rights, even when they don't even know that the MLC stores are a human rights violation, for instance.
Do you think that we still have Cubans that support the revolution of socialism?
So I do think that. So these people is convinced of they are acting on the right way. What I see on this political police is that they believe. But yesterday I heard Eloy Vieira, he's a lawyer who doesn't live in Cuba anymore, he lives in Canada, and he was saying these people believe in socialism, or they are made the projection that they believe in socialism because they still have the power. They feel entitled with the power still here in Cuba. Once they lost the power, they won't believe in socialism anymore.
Okay. What would be your message to the American people that believes in breach of love, that believes that they're helping, regular Cuban peoples whenever they donate the money to Carlos Lasso? What would be your message to that people?
Yes, so guys, you are not supporting Cuban people. You are not supporting Cuban people. We all saw this bridge of milk that Carlos Lasso was
Mhm.
talking about some weeks ago. It was embarrassing for Cuban because the problem of Cuba is not about milk. It's not about the things that we don't have. It's the freedom that we don't have, the rights that we don't have. And when you support with little pieces of what we don't have, when you try to support, because actually you are not supporting the people. This milk wasn't to the children that don't have milk for every morning, and not even
Mhm.
for no one. So I don't know where this milk were, because actually it was very suspicious that after this happened, the MLC stores that sell the things in a coin that we can use, in a currency that we can earn here in Cuba,
Right.
immediately appear the milk. So that
Mhm.
milk that you were supporting through Carlos Lasso appeared on the MLC stores. Actually, it wasn't. My impression is that it wasn't for donation at all. What I
It was for
believe, what
sale.
I believe,
It
it
was
was
for
for
sale.
sale. It was for
Right.
sale.
So in Cubas we have the bodegas. That's where the regular people, that doesn't have a family member in any other country, go to get their 5 pounds of rice or 6 pounds of rice, a pound of sugar, 1 pint of black beans or red beans a month. That's what the government give you to survive for 1 month. Do you, or I don't know, does anybody tell you they sell that milk in the bodega? The
Not at
Carlos
all.
Lazo's milk made it to the bodega, to the
Not
people?
at all. Not at
Not at
all.
all.
Actually, the situation with the milk in Santa Clara, so you can imagine how hard can be. So it's hard in Santa Clara. Santa Clara is not Havana. Havana is the capital,
Mhm.
and there they have more things. In Santa Clara, even so, Santa Clara is located in the center of Cuba. We have less than in Havana, but still we have a little few things. But you can imagine how hard there can be in the interior of the house, and here in the interior of the country. So I mean in the little countryside towns. There it is terrible. There it's terrible
Like
there. But here,
Guantanamo,
yeah, for
Guantanamo,
instance, for
like
instance.
Santiago, Cuba. Um, and
So
Santa
and
Clara
here,
is getting a little better because of the tourism, because you
no,
guys
not
has
at
the
all.
cayos.
No, but the chaos is not in Santa Clara. And the chaos doesn't belong even to Santa Clara. So
No.
I guess Santa Clara is one of the worst managed provinces here in Cuba.
Mhm.
We have had this management very bureaucratic for a long time, and it's the manager is that we haven't had any better situation with the milk after Carlos Lazos donate the milk to Cuba. So actually it doesn't help, and I don't know any single person that have received any extra milk for nothing.
Okay. So basically, you don't have milk,
No.
you don't have
No.
rights, you don't have freedom.
Yeah.
So what you have is socialism
and repression and
and
violence.
repression and violence.
And a violence that is growing and growing and growing and has been expanded for, it wasn't just for the dissidents and the people who is opposed to the system. It's
The
for
people who
everyone.
oppose, right? It's for everybody.
It's for everyone. The repression in the jobs, so in the enterprises of the government, so they don't allow you even to give a like in a Facebook post. So
No,
this is
why?
no, because you are supporting the people
The
who want to
enemy,
change.
the
Yes, of
enemy.
course. Yes, it was what they did after July 11th. The repression, and so the political police demonstrated that they are a huge force here in Cuba, and they can know everything. They do know everything. They know every single like you do in your Facebook, for instance, and so everyone is repressed. Everyone is on. It has is in danger here in Cuba. So they can tell you, okay, you don't have job anymore because you are supporting or you like someone who wanna change.
Well,
Wanting a change
let
here
me
in Cuba is a crime.
let me ask. Let me say this. You know that yesterday they put you. You know you were in that police station for 12 hours, but you appearing in this show today. You know you're gonna have consequences because I say what I say. I support the Cuban people. I'm not supporting the standby position. You know, they call me terrorist. I'm a terrorist because I say what I say. I speak my mind. You know, you're gonna have consequence because of that.
Yes, actually, it was something that they told me. So they start to tell me once of the times that the officer
Hmm.
official, I'm sorry,
Officer.
officer. So the
Hmm.
officer came. She told me, "You are getting relations with a terrorist." And I say, "Really? Who is the terrorist I have relations with?" No, because please tell me who is the terrorist. I actually didn't knew that you were considered a terrorist by them. So they told me yesterday.
And you see, the moment she talk about terrorism, okay,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah.
The moment she
They
talk,
showed me they showed me a post where I was participating with you in this program, and they say you can see this because here in Cuba we have this. It's something that the people say. Tell me who are you joining with, and I will tell you who you are. You know, and I say
yeah,
okay, I'm okay. So what I want for Cuba is a system where everyone can be in, where everyone can be in, no matter how you think. No matter if you, I think, for instance, you bet for the violence way for our fight, for the fight for our freedom. And
hmm
it is, for me, it is okay. It is okay if you are doing this. I'm not never, I will never tell you, okay, Yamila, you are on the wrong way until we have democracy. Maybe with democracy here in Cuba, we will be fighting all the time in social networks because you want something and I don't want this and all this. But right now, when we are fighting for the rights of the Cuban, I will never tell you, Yamila, you are on the wrong way. What I will do is try to my method, my way of fighting, because I use the I bet for the peace, for the peacefully way and all this because I don't want more violence. I don't want more blood and all
good,
this will be stronger.
good. I
Yeah, okay.
agree with you. We are on the same path. But let me ask you this: how do you see the end of the dictatorship? How do you think this is gonna end? How?
So for me,
Yeah, that's what I want your opinion. How do you
the
think it's
best
gonna
thing,
end? Hmm.
the best thing that can happen is people of Cuba in the street and also people, Cubans from outside of Cuba, coming to protest with us. And this is for me what it can be the end of communism. Protesting in the street in a peacefully way. This is my what I bet
Your
for.
vision,
This
your vision.
my
Yeah, that's
vision.
fine. That is okay. Okay, so let's say the Cuban people on the street protesting, peacefully, and every Cuban in every country going to Cuba to protest as well. You know, the Castros, like they did it on July 11, they killed that guy in La Guinera. They killed him.
Dewis Laurencio Tejeda, yes.
Right. They also went to the street with wood sticks. They were whooping people, whooping everybody just because they have the power. Then how you see the people like taking the whoop and go to the ground, like don't hit me no more, stop or something.
No,
Because
actually,
my point to that, and that's what they say I'm a terrorist. I say whoever hit you, hit them back. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing. Whoever hit you, hit them back. What's the point?
Yamila, I don't believe at all that you are a terrorist. For me,
No,
this
of
is
course not.
ridiculous.
I'm not.
for
I
me,
mean,
for me, this is ridiculous, ridiculous.
it is.
And you can give the ideas to the people who believe in you and the people who want to follow you. It is okay, and you are doing exercising and right of freedom of expression. You can do it. You can say that. You can say that. Unfortunately, just because I'm here in Cuba, I
I
cannot
know.
use
I
the same
know.
speech.
I
I
know.
cannot
That's
use
why.
the same speech
Right. That's why
at
I'm the one
first.
saying it. Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
for
I
first,
know.
and also, but also, I believe that this huge manifestation of the Cuban people, I don't believe it can be or is convenient. I want this as soon as possible, but I don't believe that it can be convenient right now. So not right now, not today, but in this moment, we believe that still we have to search for the a more peacefully way of the political police in Cuba trying the, so I
I
don't know how to
got you.
say this.
No,
So
I
the
got you. I
people,
got the point.
so the
Yeah, I got the
political,
point.
the police have to be like more with the people that then against of the people. So they need to be conscious about this. So they need to be conscious that
They
the
need to come
people.
to the right side of this story. They
Yes,
need to come to
yes.
this side,
This is
to the
this is
Cuban people.
the more peacefully way. So and now still we are not in this situation. We are not in this situation. The police still believe that the people is the enemy. The Cuban people is the enemy. So we have to work a lot in this. I don't know why. I don't have. I don't need to have the solution. I'm just an activist. I'm just an activist that is fighting for the human rights, for the people in general. Okay, I'm here
Again,
again.
yeah,
Can
it's
you
the
hear
in and
me?
out. I mean, yeah, we know.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have the solution for that. And actually, I don't have, this is what I want. This is what I bet for. This is what I'm looking for. And right now, I'm an activist. I'm an activist for the human rights respect here in Cuba, and who is asking for the freedom of the political prisoners. And now, every time, I'm more conscious that I have to fight more and more and more against the violence of the Cuban regime, against the activists and some the people
And the
in
people,
general.
yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, what would be your message? I mean, if you get to talk to President Joe Biden today, what will you ask him? What would be?
Of so do you know I haven't thinking that,
Okay. Yeah,
but my message to the president Joe Biden. So right now I don't have any message.
I
Just
understand. I got it. I got it. No, I got it. I got it. All right. So thank you for
right now,
stopping
maybe
by.
in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I can
No,
tell
no,
you.
maybe whenever we're free, you can say whatever you want to say.
So
Because at this
actually,
moment, whatever you say is gonna be used against you. But we got that.
yes,
We're clear.
actually, yesterday when I get free, I take this. This tape, and I say my
Hmm.
next Facebook live will be 15 minutes like this,
Don't
because
say, don't say nothing. Yeah.
this is the way they want me.
Hmm.
This is the way they want me.
Yeah. Not just you.
The
That's
most
the
of the
way they want
Cuban,
everyone.
the most of the Cuban. There is a lot of things. There is a lot of things that the Cuban people
Hmm.
feel and that they can say. There is a lot of things that they can say,
I
and
got you.
because ethical issues, and still here in Cuba, and support of the other people in the inside of Cuba. But one day, hopefully, we can say whatever we want,
One day
and
soon, because we keep working and
hopefully,
pushing and bringing the
hopefully,
truth to everybody, either outside or inside of Cuba. Everybody has to know what reality is, and reality is not what the PCC, the terrorism, is saying. They're lying. All what they do is lie and manipulate people. But that's fine. That's fine. We got it. Hey, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you risking, everything coming. You can go to any chat or any program and everything is good, but on this one, you risking a lot.
same.
I know that, but I appreciate your support to the political prisoners in Cuba and all the views, visibility that you bring into them. We appreciate that, and in a Cuba soon to be free, we can see each other face to face and we can enjoy that we finally made it. We finally are free
Hopefully,
of these people, and every Cuban has the right to speak their mind and not to repeat or say whatever he been told to say everywhere.
yes, of course. And Yamila is beautiful. I don't know if you have seen this art in the walls of Cuba. It's beautiful.
Oh, I
What
haven't
is
seen it. No, I haven't seen it. No, not at
it's
all.
no,
Not at all.
it's
No.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you for
inviting me.
stopping by. Let me put the link. Appreciate.
Bye.
Bye bye. Well, there you have it. Here's the link. Come say bye. Come on. I have 5 minutes before I close it up. So for the English speaking people, there you have it. That is Siley from Cuba right now. By coming to this program, she is risking her freedom. She's risking it all by coming to this one. She can go to any other program and she'll be fine. By coming to this one, it's a huge problem because, like I say, we speak our mind. We're not afraid. We're not afraid of the Lillian. Come up. We're not afraid of them. We're not afraid of what they say, what they accuse you know, for. We don't care. We know what freedom is. We live on freedom. We know what it feels like. And that's what we want for Cuban people. My point on this program is not to go, hi to everybody in Twitter and every space. Yes, I got it. Hi to everybody. But the whole point with this, kind of like talking, it's not even an interview or anything. It's just talking to tell the American people about Cubans. It's not going for her throat. Like, oh, no. Remember, you the one that make whoever leader. You're the one that made them leader. She's the leader of whatever. The other one was the leader of whatever, and then we all gonna cry about it because they leave Cuba. You leave people hanging. The leader of this war is the Cuban people. It's not even me or you or whoever. It's the Cuban on the streets. That's it. Don't put the responsibility on nobody, on one person. That is not fair. Oye, mami, what's up?
De vuelta, what up, what up? How's it going?
It's going. So,
Good,
co-
good. I
come
like,
on. You,
I
you have
like,
to do 20 minutes.
okay. I really liked your show today. I'm glad that you're doing this in English. And like you say, you know what? She may think one way, we may think different. We're here together for the freedom of Cuba. And she's in Cuba. You know, there's some things that she can say and something that she cannot say. So we're not gonna judge her, you know, when it comes to that. We all know, me and you, what we want, what we can say. You know, to me, I'm outside of Cuba. I can say that peaceful um, protest in Cuba, that's not going to work for us.
I
That's not
agree
what
with
is.
you. I
That's
agree
not
with
what.
you. But
Yeah,
now let's put it. Hold on. Let's put it. In prospect. If she say that in here, what do you think is going to happen to her?
and that's
It's
why I see,
common sense. It's
and that's
common
why I say
sense.
I agree with you 100%. You know, come on, we can say
We don't
whatever
need
we
another
want
one
from
in
outside.
jail. We don't need
No,
another one in jail. No, no, we
that does
don't. We
no,
just
that
need
doesn't.
somebody to say, like I asked her, does the milk made it to the bodega? It was there. You know, it's
Yeah,
simple. Do not
no,
put the
but
responsibility on nobody or any groups.
not at all. It's not going to do any good for us for her to be in jail. We'd rather have people outside and keep doing what they're doing, you know. And no, I think what you're doing is great, girl. Keep it up. You know,
No,
this is
what
just
we
the
are
first one.
doing, what we are doing. And you, I was talking to American people, but I can go ghetto in English as well. I can go that way too. You know, it's just
You go
I have to kill a message, and to kill a message, I have to behave. But
exactly.
this is Jamila behaving. Don't push it. Don't push it. Oh my
Anyways,
God, we
thank
have
you.
the governor. Oh,
Oh,
this is this is Angel Tour.
Angel Tour. Look at him. Oh, this is like hardcore right here.
How you
How's it
doing?
going?
No, no, I put my American flag because today we are in English and trying
Yeah.
to get in the mood. Yamila, I wanted to thank you for this initiative. I think it's vital, it's very necessary, and definitely is a good attempt to spread our message. As I was telling Miss Santi Esteban, who is in the chat, thank you for being there, by the
Yeah,
way.
she's laughing and everything. I say, don't push it. That I can go the ghetto way in 3 seconds.
No,
One,
no,
two,
she
three,
was
ghetto.
no, she was actually praising you. She was praising you for your demeanor
Yeah, I know, I
and
know.
and
I'm
and
behaving.
and your
Like
English.
I
And
say, I'm repartera because I choose to.
no, I know. Like I told La Araña, La Gata que Araña, I told you that sometimes you put yourself against the traffic, like
Exactly.
like with that question
Exactly.
out of nowhere for Saili. That was a little bit tough.
hmm
What would you ask the
I
president?
saw it. I saw it.
But I mean, I'm really impressed with this woman. I mean, I was telling Casaboyo there that when you see someone so eloquent, both in English and Spanish, and so coherent in her ideas, it's hard not to think if she's an agent, if she has been trained to do this. But quite frankly, if you ever heard of Osvaldo Payá, the way he expressed himself 20 years ago, it was the same. Probably not in English, but it was the same clarity and ideas. So this is nothing new. We have people like this in Cuba, and as I was saying, until I see proof, I choose to believe that in Cuba we have people like her. We have young people like her who open their eyes, even when less than 2 years ago she was supporting the embargo. She changed her mind. She's open to listening to you. She's communicating with Yamila, and this is not the first time. She's been with us in spaces. She's open to talk to anybody, except the government or the dictatorship, because like she was saying, they won't let her talk, express her ideas, speak her mind. But with us, regardless of what kind of positions we have politically, whether we are in the right or the center, she's willing to talk to everybody. And I again appreciate you doing this. I wish we could do it more with people from Cuba. I know someone
Next Thursday.
who
It's
do you
gonna be
have
every Thursday
who from
from Cuba. Yes.
you have more people who speak English in Cuba like
Yes.
that. Okay.
We have people that speak English. We also got a lot of help from the spaces in Twitter, the people that are going to translate.
Francisco?
So yes,
Okay.
Great.
Well, I
it's gonna
shared
happen.
this. I shared this one on my Twitter, and I first I put in English from Cuba. So people, kind of like clickbait, trying to attract attention to, because not every day you see people speaking directly from Cuba in English. And I have some followers who are from Canada and even from the
There we go.
US. My daughters, Gabi, Gabi.
I do.
So some of her friends, who might even be bilingual, but when we speak politics and things like this in Spanish, they get lost. They get lost.
But how
So
many times do you have a friend or have you heard of somebody saying, I work with Americans, and whenever they know I'm from Cuba, they say, "Oh, Cuba, the beaches, the weather, everything is cute."
and you are like,
You
where
want
do I start?
you
Where do
want to
I
tell
start?
them
Yeah.
the truth, but you don't speak English. So how you gonna tell them, "Hey,
Well, what
it,
I do,
it's not
yeah,
that."
I
Let
refer
me
them
tell
to,
them.
yeah. So you have a few resources. You can tell them, go watch The Lost City, the movie with Andy Garcia, or the
Hmm.
movie about Arturo Sandoval, things like
Hmm.
that. But other than that, you don't have a lot of resources unless you want to spend 2 hours starting from 1959 and everything that's going on. And
Well,
sometimes we don't
Exactly.
have the time,
I think I think it's important that Yamila is doing this because, like I was
Mm.
telling her yesterday in one of the spaces, okay, when we had our protests here in Vancouver, Canada, um, the Canadian people, they're like, "Oh, you guys are en the blockade or Puentes de Amor." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. That's not who we are. We are against that, you know." So it's important that
Exactly.
this message, because you talk to an American or a Canadian, and that's the first thing that comes to their mind. Oh, you guys are cheering
Exactly.
for the blockade to end, and
Exactly.
because this guy's targeting the American people. This guy's targeting the Canadian people, and
Amen.
who are we targeting? Me and you, el agente del Latino? No, 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 no. This is, I mean, I understand, these people, the Canadians, the Americans, the European, are the ones that are going to Cuba, supporting these people, spending their money, and these are the people that we have to target.
But
These are
Mambi,
the people that we have to
exactly,
take the message.
exactly. And
You know?
not,
We have to spread out. We have to
Yeah.
we
spread
just
out.
we just had an example, Mambi. That's such a good point. With this guy, the Alex Ubago, and the other
Andy Lucas.
artist, Andy Lucas. I mean, these are Spaniards. They speak our language. We have 20 YouTubers every day sending the message about the Cuban dictatorship. And guess what? They had no clue. I mean, they knew some, but they had no clue how bad it was until, people got in touch with them and say, "What are you doing?" And they admitted, "Yo, I didn't know it was this bad." And these are
Hmm.
Spaniards. Can you imagine, like you were saying, in Vancouver,
Yeah.
in London, Ontario, in Quebec, Canada, in
Yeah.
Minnesota? People don't know.
Yeah.
So this
They
is
don't
this is
know.
a,
So
this
next
crowd.
week,
Yeah.
so next week, what I want to do is talking about what this guy started on Canada. What this guy started.
Is
Do
this
not
Albert
buy
Fonse?
this.
Is this Albert Fonse?
No, I'm Jose. I'm the
No,
other
the
guy
other
that
guy.
goes.
The other
Oh,
guy.
because I was like, he doesn't look like
Yeah,
Albert, but you
I'm,
are the
I'm,
other guy.
yeah, I'm the other. Albert and I,
Yeah.
we
So
started
next
with
week we're gonna talk. Actually, I'm gonna bring Remember Me. There you go. You have it. So to talk, what are we doing about it? It's not just talking about it. We're doing something about it. What
Mm.
is
yeah,
happening? How can we help our people? Do not buy the Cubans items. Do not send
Mm.
your money. It's like you're
yeah,
giving away your money for
yeah,
more Cubans to feel, the repressions. So that's what we're gonna bring next week.
yeah.
And every
Well,
week is gonna be something, somebody, however, whatever, bringing
yeah,
the truth. Remember,
yeah,
all of this is to go against the breach of lies. It's not even breach of milk because there's no milk.
yeah,
Breach of
yeah,
lies. Everything is a lie, and we have to bring the proof. We have to bring the truth, and we have to tell the American, Canadian, and whoever speak English out there, these people, what your money's paying for, what your money's being
yeah.
used for. Police with
The-
wood
We
sticks.
got, we got to. Yeah, you're right, Yamila, and I'll be more than happy to, participate a little
So
bit.
there we have a
Yeah,
date
yeah.
next week,
So,
Thursday. We're gonna be here.
and
I
and
already told you.
just a little preview. We have to bring that awareness to these people because just a little example here on the 24th, I have my landlord coming to my house, and he brought me a bottle of Havana Club. So
Rob.
imagine us, all rum. Imagine us. We're doing this boycott, against all the products, all the Cuban products. And this guy brought me a bottle of Havana Club, and I'm like, oh shoot, how do I tell this guy? I feel bad now for telling him, and I don't want the bottle. But anyways, I took the bottle, and then I educate him, and I told him, listen, from now on, if you see a Cuban bottle, Cuban rum,
Mhm.
we are going to be boycotting this product because this money is going towards the military in Cuba, and with that money, the military they're buying, weapons and things to, to
Mhm.
to operate our people. And so we have to educate the communities that we lived into. We gotta
Mhm.
educate these people. But
And that's
anyways,
what we're
thank you.
gonna do every
Yeah.
Yami,
week.
I'm gonna go, but
Yeah.
I'll tell
That's
you
fine. I
this.
appreciate. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. An hour
I'm
and
not
a half. That's it. I don't wanna. I don't even want to
K9.
make it to 2 hours.
No, a couple of things. K9. I don't have a YouTube channel. I did something a year ago, and
He
then I
should.
found that I was most important. More to me, my opinion is that I do better when I collaborate with Yamila, Darwin, Milanés, Carlito Madrid, whoever, and Chucho. And this takes a lot of time. Trust me.
Hmm.
So I don't have time for this. I'm trying to contact Yami. I'm trying to contact the owner of La Palma,
Hmm.
Martin Waldley. I sent him a couple of messages for an interview. If he agrees, I thought either you or Manuel, but because he's gringo, uh, if he
Gringo.
agrees, if he responds,
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to set up an interview with him here. Is that okay with
Wonderful.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, everything is okay.
I'm sure you have a few questions for him.
Yeah, exactly. All
Please
right. Thank you very much,
take
guys. I'll see
take
you
care of
next week.
business. Thank
Bye.
you, thank you. Se
Thank
le
you.
Bye.
quiere,
Thank
¿no?
you. Have a good one. Have a
Thank
good
Y
you.
one.
nos vemos en el latino, nos vemos en el latino.
Seguro.
Dale,
Seguro.
mi hermanita, se le quiere. Bye.
O- Okay. So, American people, English speaking people, you're good to go now. The class in. Now, this is porque, oye, se acabó y se terminó. Se terminó todo. Gracias a todos los que han participado, se han quedado. Me pusieron los comentarios, los leí todos. Súbete, Lilian de la Caridad, no te quedes allá abajo, déjate de caro. Los leí todos. Ahora que termine aquí esta directa, lo voy a salir a buscar a todas con ustedes que se la cogen para eso durísimo. Se la cogen para eso durísimo. Ustedes, que el que empuja no se da golpe, ustedes son, ¿cómo se llama? Pandilleros, calculeros y de todo. Son de todo. Ah, pero esto no, como lo dije, no se trata ni de este, ni de aquel, ni del otro. Simplemente se trata de llevar la verdad, de traer la verdad al pueblo americano, al pueblo canadiense, a esos que están viajando a Cuba, que están yendo a hacer su turismo y ni siquiera saben su dinero, qué cosa es lo que paga. So hay que hacerlo, You have to be bilingual. You have to spread out. And nothing is going to stop us. Today was this. And we silent. Next week is going to be with another Cubans. And it doesn't end. Y ahí se quedó Lilian con la cara de que qué coño dijo, pero no estaba hablando de ti. Así, solamente. English becomes you soft? No. No, English now become. I'm telling you, I can be ghetto in English as well. Don't test it. Don't test it. No, no me empuje. No me empuje. Lilian, ¿qué carajo novela era que tú estabas viendo ahí? Que eso se quedó parado. Y de
Yo no
momento la
sé,
mujer se estaba quitando la ropa. Y yo empecé una cosa y yo dije, ¡Lilian!
que se me metió el dedo en el computador. Y que conste que es un iMac, esta mierda se bloqueó todo. Y yo decía, pero ¿cómo hago? Que yo no sé decir ni gui, gui, gui.
Dios mío. Por Dios la vida. You need your slang. So, since this is the end of the program, ya tienes la canción. Acuérdate de no apretar el botón rojo que estoy hablando de ti. Se sacó la directa, se sacó la directa. Since this is the end, Carlos Lazo, go fuck yourself. We love from Jamila. I'm here. I live in the same country as you do. I went to Vegas looking for you, and you motherfuckers start running like a bitch. Is that? You got it? Should I send you a text? You just talk, but you don't do. You're afraid of a woman that is not afraid to punch you eye. I'm gonna punch you, motherfucker eye, because you're just a bitch. A bitch that he didn't cry. So, I'm from Guanabacoa. We don't do that shit. We battle to the end. But here we are. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Just say so, and I'll be there. I'll be there. That's it. Ay, San Alejandro Luciana School of Art. Actually, on her tour, I went to Delta College. That's where I went. So, whatever. I'm done. That's it. Bye. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Let's start doing something. Nos vemos en la próxima película. Gracias a todo que compartió. Gracias a todo que se quedó. Gracias a la gente de Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Everybody, remember, give a like or dislike or do something. Dale a la campana y vuelve a dar. That's it. It doesn't matter, Cynthia. That's the difference between you and me. It doesn't matter. I had G2 people. Oh, no. I help G2 people, putting the message in the wall. That's the difference. That's the thing. Even the G2 people want to change in Cuba. They're tired. They know they don't have a seat on that plane. They know. The CE people, they don't have a seat. Whenever Canel and Castro is leaving, they don't have a seat on that plane. Eventually, they have to come to this side of the story. That's it. All right. Nos vemos sábado. Besitos. Se me cuidan por ahí. Ponche el botón ahora.
Somos clandestinos. Somos clandestinos. El buen vecino yo. La real alfombra. La real familia. Vamos allá. Vengo plantado con los míos predispuestos. Estamos puestos a defender lo poco que tenemos de ese comunismo descompuesto y por supuesto lleno de falacias y falsos conceptos. Directo a pecho voy a contrarrestar, no me voy a callar aunque tus opresores me vengan a buscar. Puede mi cuerpo cancelar, mi derecho es mutilar, nuestras ganas de ser libres no las puede arrestar. Bien recuerdo ese poeta que su vida entregó el 25 de mayo del 72, sentenciado a 10 años de prisión. Y te dolió que nunca se dobló. Deja la bobería, pon tus neuronas a correr. Tú piensas que con patria o muerte tú puedes vencer. Tú crees que vas bien con las doctrinas de Fidel, que en su conciencia pesa la injusticia de Boitel. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte a mí, lo que queremos es vida. Devuélveme la libertad que te entregamos viva, o sufre la embestida de ideas contenidas. Cantado en contra de tu doctrina genocida. Patrón, muerte a mis cojones, lo que queremos es vida. No me hables de tu historia que no es tan inocente, y le diste paredón a todo aquel que pensaba diferente. Quiero ver a mi gente expresarse libremente. Seguiré siendo cubano aunque en mi tierra no me encuentre. Yo voy a seguir haciendo rap consciente, contestatario, aunque tú digas lo contrario, que soy un vende patria mercenario. No hace falta financiarme para ser tu adversario. Yo lucho por una patria consentida, mientras tú defiendes una consigna genocida. Yo muestro la verdad mientras tú enseñas la mentira. No difames de mis héroes si los tuyos son espías. Delante de las cámaras ustedes se ponen máscaras, se comen